what is up, my buttercups? It is Amy and Jared Love. Mwah. Coming to you Thursday morning. And yes, it's actually morning. It's like 9 a.m. We have like a little bit of a day planned today. We're gonna go get some breakfast. Where are we gonna go for breakfast, dude?
McDonald's pancakes.
McDonald's pancakes. He's hungry for his McDonald's pancakes. So we're gonna do that to make me a little happy, because then afterwards we gotta get an SSI. I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, you know what, usually they haven't been too bad crowded wise. Usually lately I've been getting in there and out there really quick. Knock on wood. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Depending how the day goes, if we're not in there long, we might stop over a couple other places. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of wing it today and see what happens. I just want to get him out for a little while today. He got very antsy, stuck in the house most of the day. That was my fault. I was not feeling trying to get, you know, get dressed and everything else yesterday. I'm not feeling that great today either, but I'm motivated at least. Something. Yeah, so it's a nice, rainy, dreary day, right?
Right?
Yeah. It's not cold though. It's not very cold out. It's like probably, they said something about going in almost 60 today, but it's like rainy and it's damp out. That's the kind of weather that gets me usually. So yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and make it easy and go get her. I gotta go and get something out of the house real quick. I forgot a letter. So we're gonna let little man entertain you for a little bit. We're gonna talk to everybody and say hello.
Hello.
Right back.
So this is why you keep up the... And it's why you kissing on the tongue.
Alrighty. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, found the letter I needed to look for. Letters I needed to grab to take the SSI with me. So, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, it was funny. I got a letter, from, Department of Human Services. I don't really get anything public assistance wise because I make too much money. I don't really get anything what you would call public assistance wise. I get a whole whopping $15 a month in food stamps, woo woo, and I mean, better than nothing. It gets me a couple pounds of milk. That's about it. And I get medical insurance through them. Well, apparently. I've never heard of this, and it was just kind of weird. It felt almost like it was like a scam letter, but I got a letter from them telling me that I am now having to pay like $61 for a premium for my Medicaid for like welfare insurance, and I'm like, that is like a first for me. I've never in my life heard of them charging for Medicaid for like medical insurance through welfare. And I was like, that's just really weird. So we were sitting at McDonald's, and there was this gentleman having a discussion with one of my neighbors. The McDonald's that we go to, all of our neighbors are over there, and it's a lot of elderly and stuff like that.
Say goodbye.
And they all sit there and complain about the complex and their bills, and you know how that goes. So the guy is talking about his medical insurance, and he talked about Medicaid and how he had to pay a premium. And I'm like, and I was like, okay, so I'm not the first one to get it. And of course I had to butt into the conversation. And I asked him, I said, pardon me for interrupting you. I said, were you just talking about how you have to pay a premium for Medicaid? And he's like, oh yeah, he said they started that back in January. I'm like, okay. I said, because I just got my first letter like a week or two ago, and they're saying my bill is like $61. But they're saying it's for him and I. Well, Jared is under the age of 18 and still under the medical qualifications for CHIP, which is like, it's a special kids insurance. I don't know if that's a nationwide thing or a state thing. That's why I don't know if anyone knows what CHIP is. But it's like a good insurance company. Jared getting to be older, he's now 16, he's supposed to qualify for the waiver. Well, here I came to find out the waiver doesn't kick in for him until he's 18. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I said, I thought it was supposed to be 16. And they were like, no, they said it's 18. I'm like, okay.
Wait a minute.
So legally, he's still on CHIP. And I don't know, I didn't hear anything about CHIP trying to charge for a premium as well, which is a little strange. They, you know, you usually don't have to pay insurance for the child, at least. I mean, myself, I'd understand that, you know. And it's not like the premium is out of this hemisphere price-wise. I mean, like I said, it's $61. I know people who are paying quadruple that, you know what I mean, for their monthly insurance. So I'm not complaining necessarily about the price, but I honestly just didn't have an idea of whether it was a valid bill or if it was a scam or not, because I've never seen a bill come in from the welfare office. It's just kind of weird. So, yeah, so actually that's going to be one of the other errands we need to run, because I need to find out what the deal is with this, if it's a bill I need to pay or whatever the case is. So, yeah, so we're going to head to SSI now. Jared, how was your pancakes?
Good.
Were you full? You're full? Okay, good job. All right, you going to be a good boy for me? Hey, guys. Yeah, well, we got out of there pretty quick considering how many people were in there. It was packed asses and elbows, let me tell you. It was like standing room only. And then at some point, it just started moving. And I was like, whoa. Okay. So it literally took us only about maybe a half hour, which is actually pretty darn good, you know. So, yeah. I got my monthly reporting in and all that great stuff. So that's all taken care of. I actually asked them about that letter I got about the premium thing, and the gentleman in SSI did say it looked official from Department of Public Welfare. So I think that is going to be our next visit. We're going to go and head down to public assistance, and we're going to check and see. And a sidebar, little man, very, very good. He did a very good job waiting. I was very proud of him. He did a good job. Right, Jay?
Okay.
Yeah, he was a good boy in there. He actually sat the whole time we were in there, which really surprised me. Usually he feels the need to have to pace all over the place when he's in a crowded area. And he seemed a lot calmer, which was like really cool. Usually like when he's in a very crowded place, like a restaurant or like a really crowded store, like forget shopping on Black Friday, forget that. You know, usually he gets really antsy, but he actually did really good. And I'm wondering if we can attribute the medication for that. So, yeah. So we're going to go head down to the other office. Alrighty then. So yeah, we just got done. Yeah, I was informed that, I don't know, it was really weird. They were saying because my income keeps changing back and forth, because like there's some months I make more and sometimes I make less, and you know, that's just how the jelly rolls, you know what I mean? But apparently because my income was more one month than the other, they felt the need to sign me up for an insurance program that they are offering for $61 a month. And I said to her, I said, well, do I have to take it? And she's like, well, no. She said they just switched you over. And she's like, you know, that's so that they could pay for your medical bills or whatever that's left over from me being on Medicare. And I said, well, first off, I pay all my 20% out of pocket because none of my doctors take your insurance. And she just kind of looked at me like, oh, like, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. You guys have this in your system that you have no bills for me. I said, because none of my rheumatologist, my neurologist, none of them take Medicaid. So I pay that 20% out of pocket in the office when I go. And they were like, oh. And she went and looked at my record and she said, oh, she said, yeah, that doesn't make any sense why they did that. She's like, they actually put you down that you starting in March. And I was like, well, no. I said, I haven't earned any real hardcore income in March, you know. I mean, my hardcore income in March for for Shady Brook was like $485 for the month. I'm like, wait, you know what I mean? I don't know. So I told her, I said, yeah, I can't afford like $61 a month right now. There's just no way. That's extra money I just can't put out right now. So they just switched it back to the regular program. But I'm kind of glad I went over because they were going to expect me to take this coverage just to take it. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work like that. Yeah, you got to be careful because if anyone else gets letters like that, there's going to be some upset people getting charged for Medicaid. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't pay because I said if my doctors actually took your insurance, that would be a different story. There's a lot of doctors that do not want to deal with Medicaid because they take forever to pay their bills. My rheumatologist, who I've known for 15 years, you know, she's already stated that on a couple occasions. She hates dealing with certain insurances because they take forever to pay it. And before, like I was on Cigna before, and she used to complain because she's like, yeah, she's like, this insurance company's a pain in the butt. She said it took her 8 months to get paid a $40 bill. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Where are we going to go? Would you like to take your coat off?
No.
You're like really warm. I'm getting warm from having a heavy coat on. It's getting warm quick. And all of a sudden that bright yellow ball of fire just showed up in the sky. Start warming everything up and drying out the dampness, which is nice. So, yeah, and it's only 11:30. So, I mean, we've been only out and about for about maybe 2 hours. So, we've been doing pretty good time-wise. I'm not complaining at all. So, yeah. I don't know where we should go next, dude. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know. Hey, guys. Alright, so we decided to stop in over at our local Dollar General. Let's see what they got good, because they got a lot of, they got a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool, so, hey, these are nice. Look at these. Pretty. Yeah, they got a lot of their spring and summer stuff in, so we decided to come and take a look around. Well, as you can see, lots of cool stuff, lots of summer stuff and spring stuff. So we're gonna go grab it. Hey guys, what is going on? It is your girl Amy. Little man is actually in bed already. It's been a long day, so he actually hit the bed early tonight. So I was able to do something today. Check out what I got here. Boom. We're gonna do some lemon challenge today. We're doing some lemons for leukemia challenge today. I have 2 links that I'm going to post down below in my description box to tell you more about the story of what's behind it. It's kind of similar to the Ice Bucket Challenge, but it's a little different. Basically, the lemon challenge is you eat a lemon, you challenge a few people to do the same, and it's all in awareness for doing bone marrow donations for children with leukemia and people with leukemia. And the 2 people that I put in the description box, the one is a GoFundMe page for a small child. His name is Caleb. And the gentleman that originally got this whole Lemons for Leukemia challenge started, they actually will be linked in below as well. And also, this is going to be even more fun. because this is going to be some fun for the denture family as well. Because the idea is to bite into this. This is going to be fun. Yeah, so I may totally embarrass myself. I very well may just do that. I don't know. But before I could do this and I start puckering up and all that great stuff, I'm going to give my shout out now for my challenges. I expect you all to reciprocate. All right, I'm going to challenge Vlogger to be doing this for us. I also want to challenge Bubba Shinobi. And I'm going to aim high here. And I also want to give that challenge out to Philip DeFranco. And we're going to see if we can get him to do it too. Or maybe even some of his team or his whole team could do it. Whatever the case may be. So, the awareness of the second link, not the GoFundMe page, but the second link tells you exactly what's involved and what story's involved in it and whatnot. 2 young men, one guy actually ended up quitting college to help his friend finish his bucket list kind of a thing. And their big thing is they want to make sure that they kind of get the awareness out there how badly bone marrow is really needed for transfusions and stuff like that for people who have leukemia, and certain types of leukemia can be eradicated through bone marrow at this point, or it could be at least put into some kind of remission. So like I said, I will definitely put that link in below. It's mybestfriendslist.com is the website you want to follow. These are the gentlemen that got the whole schnoodle started. So yeah, got my challenges out there. Going to attempt this. Don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk after this, so I'm going to probably close the vlog out with this. We got to see if I can actually bite into this. This is for my denture family as well. We always challenge each other to kind of press our limits on what we can't eat and stuff like that with our beautiful brand new dentures. And I know one of my other denture family ladies, she did an apple, so this is going to be interesting. It's good. We're just talking about a lemon rind here, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to see how it works. So with that, people, let's hope I don't get lemon juice all over the place. We're going to attempt to bite into a lemon. So give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, and all that great stuff. And here we go. Nope, won't let me do it. All right, so got my little knife just in case. So, because I still want to do this, it won't let me bite into it. So, got my fresh lemon. We're going to do this. Some people are cutting them up. You can choose to cut them up. You can choose to bite into them. Personally, I just wanted to try to bite into it just to see if I could do it. So I just kind of cut the rind away and see if I could bite into it without the rind on it. Oh, that's a yummy lemon though. I love sucking on lemons, so it's like really not much of a challenge for me. I mean, I honestly could probably sit here and shout out on the whole thing if I really wanted to. All right, there we go. Make it a little bit more edible right now. Yum. Actually, it's really sweet. It's really, really good. So, yeah. I did it. I bit. See? 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 I bit. I couldn't bite the rind. It wouldn't let me bite the rind, but I did like a lemon itself. It was actually very good. So, yeah. Give it a like, subscribe, share, and all this great stuff. And, yeah. I hope to see y'all challenges fulfilling and all that great stuff. And y'all have a good night, and I'll catch y'all later.
The best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
glasses while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a